Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. Those of you that are new here, my name is Amber. Thank you for joining. Hi, Jenny. Happy holidays, Jenny. Thank you for joining, members. Welcome. Those of you that are new here, thank you for clicking on this reading. If you would like to book a personal reading because this resonates, that information is down below in the description box. If you would like to join members like Jenny just did, that link is also down below in the description box. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe if this reading resonates. This is going to be a retrograde edition. There are a lot of planets that are not as many as like a couple of months ago, but there are several planets that are still retrograde, including Mercury. Okay, so do be patient with me as I try to relay these messages. I'm particularly going to be looking at what this situation or a situation from the past looks like once all of the celestial bodies move direct. All right. The most significant message that I was getting is so in your pre-shuffle, you have the Seven of Wands here, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. It feels like you've successfully defended some sort of turf, some sort of principle. I don't know what it is. You've successfully like established your boundaries or something like that. You're going to end up being rewarded for that, and somebody else has to take a hike. But let's just get into it. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my beloved ancestors, thank you for allowing me to be a vessel to give messages to Scorpio for their highest good and their highest good only. What's the strongest message? Hi, Queen. Welcome. Thank you. What's the strongest message? Queen, you'll have your reading today. You and Lacey. A new romantic cycle begins. Ow. Looks like you didn't defend it a little more than some turf. Scorpio, feels like you had to defend some sort of relationship or connection or something like that. The bottom of the deck, you have the energy is gaining momentum. Yeah, I don't know. This kind of looks like, I don't know why I'm getting Scarecrow or the Wizard of Oz. Take that however somebody could be from Kansas. Take that however it resonates. But when I'm looking at these three birds kind of like just flying off, it's like, you know, when you go out and you like make a loud noise or something like that to like scare birds off or something, it seems like that's what you did. But when I say like make a loud noise, it feels like you I don't know that you actually said anything, or possibly you have not said anything yet, especially because of Mercury being retrograde. But whatever you do say or whatever was said in the past, it left some lasting impression on something or somebody. Yeah, look. On the top of the deck, you have full moon in Scorpio. There you are. And then you have the North Node, which I want to say Pisces just had that. But when I'm reading it, it says it's time. Step. Like I said, I feel like you've successfully defended something. Somebody else is going to have to take a hike. Okay. What is the influence? This being here for Scorpio, sextile. There's definitely some sort of opportunity, possibly an opportunity of love because of the way that you stood your ground in a particular situation, or there's something that's coming into balance, something that will be fair and just, particularly because of the way that you've stood your ground and or communicated or will communicate in the near future. This sextile energy is literally about like providing some sort of opportunity, or I'm hearing provision. Oh, come on through here, spirit. Either you've provided an opportunity to someone or somebody realizes the level of provision that you have. When I say provision, like protection, divine guidance, like that sort of thing, like with this Seven of Wands. So I don't think I showed you guys the backside of this. So this is what came out of your pre-shuffle. There you are, defending your turf, defending your ground, running somebody off or something like that. And then when I'm looking at the other side of this situation, or what this is going to look like when everything goes direct, it's I'm hearing this opportunity that's going to come in or has already come in with the Ace of Pentacles and this shooting star here. It separates the men from the boys. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Show me the recent past for Scorpio, please. Show me the recent past, please, for Scorpio. Show me the recent past, please, for Scorpio. See, something is very quiet. Look, a quiet power is what you have here. This is kind of giving like an Ace of Wands type of energy. Again, and then you have Paradox at the bottom of the deck. And this kind of looks like the Ace of Pentacles. So there's definitely a brand new beginning, indoor, and opportunity. It feels like it's something that you created for yourself. Or at least that's what it appears like for other individuals. They don't understand the level of provision that you have. Something that you did, some sort of action that you took in the recent past is going to lead to some sort of monetary gain and or comfort in the material world. Bottom of the deck, you have higher perspective. I can't make this up. Then it say manifest. Have patience, or patience is needed at this time. Know that you have provision, that something is coming in. This is kind of like sidebar. I feel like somebody has an addiction. That's not going to be for everyone, but somebody definitely has an addiction. When I was pre-shuffling these cards, there was something that came out. It was like, it was one of these cards says level up, and it has like an actual like leveler on it, but and that's crazy because I have one of these right here. Okay, so you see how like this is a leveler, right? But look how it looks like a pill. So in the card, I seen that, and I was like, that looks weird. And then I literally like just this other deck that I got. Oh, I'm so glad that this deck came today. This other deck that I got, I was shuffling it, and I seen, or how I had the cards placed, it said AA. Like somebody needs to go to Alcoholics Anonymous, or I don't know, somebody has some sort of addiction that they need to address or they have to address, or something of that nature. That could definitely be why the Eight of Cups is showing up here. This could be someone walking away from an addiction. I didn't really realize it in the pre-shuffle, but Pisces kind of had a situation, or there was an energy of someone who had like kind of like a gambling addiction or something like that. It may not be gambling specifically, but there was some sort of like toxic behavior or addiction or something like that. Like I said, that's like sidebar. But I felt the need to say that. Where is this headed? This situation, this new beginning, where is this headed for Scorpio, please? Where's this going? Addiction. Somebody has an addiction with versatility here. That looks like marijuana. Okay, to each is its own. But yeah, it feels like somebody's letting that go or walking away from that. It says the Weaver and the Warrior. As you can see, there's like two different Ace of Swords here. It's kind of like a Two of Swords energy, but it's here in reverse. Like somebody already made some sort of like decision to walk away from something, to release some sort of addiction indoor. This could even be like an obsession or something of that nature. Yeah. And then you have the Magician here with the Void. So somebody's made a conscious decision to stop something, to stop doing something. You have the World here. Somebody's made a decision to stop doing something. As a result of them stopping and doing something not only comes into balance for you, but it feels like there's also some sort of monetary reward or opportunity or something like that. I don't know how the two could even be connected, but that's what I'm getting. All right. Show me this situation, please, for Scorpio. The Fool is coming out as an issue. This is kind of like that Ace of Wands. Again, an Aquarius, a Pisces definitely could be of some sort of significance. Wow. And then you have the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Okay. Somebody's also come to some sort of realization that, like, if they if they're going to be with you, or if you guys are going to have some sort of like balance, connection, and/or relationship, that they have to stop doing something. That whatever it is that they were doing or overindulging in is what created distance. Because you have this Ace of Cups, this relationship or connection that you had with a person at some point. It was healing, fulfilling, all of that. Then there was some sort of like illusion or confusion that came along, and it created distance. But all I see is like this water, like somebody is a lush, bro. Yeah, somebody is a lush. How does Scorpio view this Fool card? The Empress. And see what I'm saying? Like those cards that I just seen, that Two of Cups, there was like a star there. You could feel like someone has outgrown something. Someone could have outgrown some sort of like addiction and/or connection or something of that nature. Tell me who it is that's involved with this. The World. Something's definitely coming to an end. This could be someone who you're married to, or you're in some sort of relationship or and/or connection with them already. You're in some sort of commitment already. Something is going to end up being balanced because they're going to decide to stop doing something. Self-sabotage is kind of coming to mind. Yes. And then you have the Magician here with Justice. This is really, really nice. Scorpio. An air sign, Libra, Gemini, definitely a Gemini could be of some sort of significance. How does this make Scorpio feel? Some sort of wish is or will be granted. I can say that much. How does Scorpio, does this have to do with somebody's father? Somebody's father, a drinker, was a drinker or something of that nature, because that's what this looks like. Somebody's father could be in like going to rehab or pick my daddy up on the way. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. Go get his head. No, I'm just Where's this headed for Scorpio, please? Where is this headed? Look, somebody is a lush. Somebody likes to drink a whole lot, but there's some sort of cavalry and or a ship or something like that that's coming in for this person, so that they can establish some sort of balance. What I'm also getting here too with this like a new romantic cycle begins, and this with this Two of Pentacles is like, see how this jester is bringing something into balance or create. This could also be this could be significant of a commitment. There could be some sort of commitment that this person is making to you or towards you. They could be a Capricorn, particularly. I don't necessarily know that the signs even matter. Tell me one more thing about this. The Ten of Swords. Wow. Somebody be drunk, like laid out. This like new romantic cycle that begins, it's not actually like it's not actually like a romantic relationship for all of you guys. For some of you guys, like this is a situation where like you have like a family member or something like that that has like I said, an addiction. They're in love with liquor, or they're in love with marijuana, or they're in love with gambling, or they're in love with shopping, or something of that nature. There's some sort of, definitely could have they could have a significant placement of Capricorn. They are finding a new love. Like if this is a family member, like this person is finding love back in their family, like being with their family is their new love or new addiction or something like that. Why the Four of Cups and the Ten of Swords though? Whatever it is, it's overwhelming. How does this make Scorpio feel? This Four of Cups and this Ten of Swords. Date, meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan or set a date. While I'm looking at this like suit or whatever, all I could think of is somebody cleans up. And you could take it however it resonates for you. Like if this is about going on a date, like you may not be expecting someone to clean up the way that they clean up, but this is very, very heavy, like on addiction, like somebody cleaning themselves up. But tell me one more thing about how this makes Scorpio feel. The chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues or having abandonment issues. You have the golden mirror in separation. Like I said, whatever this person is addicted to or they've been spending all their time, money, energy on, it has drove you all apart. That's how you feel. You feel like you've been chasing behind this person, but they've been chasing behind a bottle or something like that. I don't know who the fuck this is for. And I'm not judging. It's just a really strange energy. I definitely feel like there's some sort of familial tie between you and this person, but there's some sort of progression that is materializing. Okay. Tell me about this power. There's some sort of quiet and or silent power that Scorpio has. You have coffee cup here coming out as an issue. You could have told this person, like, until you clean yourself up or until you get yourself together, like, I'm going to stay away from you or something like that. This could have been like a letter you gave someone. This could have been a text message, a voicemail that you left for someone on your way out of their life, because this is the Magician and the World card here. So it's like this action that you took or this silent power is directly related with you leaving and or ending a cycle. Because this is a retrograde energy, it's like you did that or said something in the past. I don't think that you imagine that it would provoke balance in this person's life. This is really intriguing. Tell me one more thing about this energy, please, for Scorpio. The Grim Reaper. It's led to some sort of, somebody's about to let something go. Somebody is adjusting their focus. Why is versatility an issue? The cheater story. Why is versatility an issue for Scorpio? Crisis and soulmates, because you really do love this person, whoever this is, or vice versa. This is someone who really, really loves you, Scorpio, but you have some sort of unhealthy attachment and or unhealthy addiction to something or somebody, and it's led to some type of separation. There's a ship coming in. Tell me about this ship with this Four of Cups. You have Girl with the Snake, Empath, and Narcissist paradigm. It says being charmed or used, enable boundaries. And that's what I said. You have been successful. So see this, there's a line that you drew in the sand with whoever this is. They get it now. Because what I'm seeing, right, like in these two cards, there is a ship, right, coming in. It's like this person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it doesn't matter who. They were originally on this ship, headed in some sort of direction, either with you or towards you. But you either had to get them off your ship because they were sinking the ship or they were attempting to sink the ship. This could definitely be a narcissist. in the other way that because this is a retrograde energy, right? It's like that did happen in the past, but what's coming back around is like this person either found some sort of way to get back on your ship or something of that nature, or to cross this line in the sand that you made between them, and they're drowning because of it. Like drowning in emotion, drowning in regret, the like feelings of like guilt, remorse, like that's what they're dealing with. I was telling the other signs, when I first started doing this retrograde edition, that like this vice versa deck, it's one of my first decks, so I'm very familiar with the cards and the meanings and stuff, but I've been having a really, really trippy experience doing these with this retrograde energy, because I'm showing you what the situation is, right? And what's going on with this retrograde. But as a psychic, I'm also seeing the other side of this. So I'm telling you that you cut this person off, yeah, eclipse them out of your life. You put some sort of boundary in between you and another individual or something like that. This could literally be kind of like a parent-child type of dynamic or something of that nature. There's a clear line in the sand here. And whoever this person used to be, because they were the 10 of Swords, they're vulnerable now, or they will be vulnerable. They don't want to be this person anymore. Something about the month of June is significant or will be significant. Something could be coming back around from October. I would like to say that the last eclipse that we had, it was like October 14th and then October 28th or something like that. Something about an eclipse in the sign of Gemini is significant. Either in the past, you might want to go and look up or Google when was the last eclipse in Gemini. Also, too, like looking to see if there's an eclipse in Gemini in 2024 will provide some level of a time prediction about who this is or what this is or whatever the case may be. How does Scorpio, how will Scorpio view this person in the near future? You have observe here in reverse. It's like you don't have to watch them anymore. When I say you don't have to watch them anymore, like if literally, like if this is a parent, a partner, or something like that has some sort of like addiction where you feel like you had to like watch them whenever they get drunk because they do dangerous things, or like that, like they start to participate in some sort of like risky behavior, you feel like you don't have to watch them anymore. Then the other deck that you have here is this total connection, which is very interesting. Hold on. Which is very interesting because it's almost the same dynamic. See? Look, I was going to say it's almost the same dynamic, these two individuals, but there's somebody who is possibly like either there's a third party that's going to be removed from this situation so that you and another individual can become closer. I don't know why like a Gemini feels really, really significant, because I'm saying that there might be another person, but I really just feel like it's another side of this person. Like it was just one person, but there's another side of them that you're either going to see or you have seen or something like that. And this card literally says resonance. So I know that this is resonating with somebody. It's overwhelming. Okay. Could you tell me one more thing, Spirit, about what does Scorpio situation look like when this energy goes direct? Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Definitely a Pisces. Could be significant. It don't have to be a Pisces. It's somebody who drink liquor like they're a fucking fish. This says luck is on your side. and your hard work is paying off. It also says hold your vision. So like I said, you wrote a letter, you sent an email, you sent some sort of message, or you told this person verbally, like, this relationship or this connection is over until you clean yourself up or you get yourself together or something of that nature. It was effective. Also, too, there's a reading. I don't know what zodiac sign it is. I don't know when I even recorded it, but I hear the title in my head very loudly. If you want this, then put a date on it. Go watch that reading. It's going to resonate. Scorpio, that's all that I have for you today. I will see you guys in the next one.